Now this is a very good reasoning problem. Okay, I want you guys to pause the video right here to see the question and try to solve it. Okay, the options I'll show you now. I'm changing it. So these are the options. If you want to see the options, pause the video now. Okay, now I'm changing it back to the question. Okay, now this is the question. I hope you guys have tried it. Now let me give you the solution, because see, you have to try it. Okay, the only way you can learn maths is by trying to solve the problems which you don't know how to solve. You don't need to get the answer, just trying is enough. It's like learning cycle or swimming. In a football match, team P playing against Q was behind by 3 goals. So there are two teams, P and Q. Now, goals with 10 minutes remaining. So before 10 minutes, before 10 minutes, the scenario is like Q, let's say Q scored X goals, then P would have scored 3 goals less than that. So P is behind by 3 goals before 10 minutes. Does P win the match? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. We don't know what is happening in the last 10 minutes, right? So let's see the statements. Statement 1, teams P scores 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. So last 10 minutes, team P scores 4 goals. The problem here is that statement 1 doesn't tell anything about Q. So already we know that P was in the front. Sorry, Q was in the front and P was behind before before 10 minutes. But in the last 10 minutes, according to statement 1, P scored 4 goals. It doesn't say anything about Q. What if Q scored 10 goals? Or what if Q didn't score anything? So there are a lot of possibilities. Okay, so imagine okay, imagine, well, before going there, let's see this thing. So we also saw that before, I'm going to elaborate on before the 10-minute scenario. Before the 10-minute scenario, we have the goals of Q and P. Okay, if Q is X, P is X minus 3. If Q scored, let's say, which should we go up? Oh, if Q scored, let's say 4 goals, okay, then P would have scored 4 minus 3, that is 1 goal. If Q scored, let's say 3 goals, then P would have scored 3 minus 3, 0 goals before the 10 minutes. If Q scored 2 goals, then if we check, 2 minus 3 is minus 1. See, this is not possible, because in football there is nothing like a negative score. There is self goal, but that is just goal for the other team. So the negative goal does not exist. So Q cannot score any goals less than 2. Q can score any goal above 3. Now if that is the scenario, it doesn't matter if you don't have the information of the last case. Imagine before the 10 minutes, Q scored 3 goals and P scored 0 goals. In the last 10 minutes, if P scored 4 more goals, that's, he in total plus this 0, they got 4. In total, 4 goals they must have got. If Q doesn't score anything, he will still be at 3 and P will win. If Q score, let's say, 10 goals, then he'll be getting 13 goals. He will be winning. So we cannot answer this problem just by using statement 1. So that's not enough. So now we have to go and use statement number 2. According to statement number 2, the team Q scores a total of 4 goals. So in total, Q, adding all the values, Q should get 4 goals in the in the entire game. So yeah, entire game Q could get 4 goals. So of course we know that in the last minute we cannot take that Q is 2, because we don't want the negative value. So there is actually 2 cases which will form because of this. Imagine Q only scored 3 goals. If Q scored 3 goals, that means P scored 0 goals, and since we want total 4 goals, in the last thing Q should score 1 more goal, then we will get 4 goals. But we know nothing about P according to statement number 2. Okay, so P scored 0 goals before the last 10 minutes. What if in the last minute P scores 10 goals? Or what if P doesn't score anything? So anything can be possible. So even by using statement 2 alone, we cannot answer because it doesn't mention much thing about P in the last 10 minutes. That basically means we have to use both the statements. Now let's see what is going to happen. Team P scores 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. So that is first thing, in the last 10 minutes, P scores 4 goals. And team Q scores a total of 4 goals in the match. That is statement 2. Q should get total of 4 goals. Okay. So here two cases can happen. Okay. The Q in the first 10 minutes, Q can score 3 goals. So two scenario is happening. First scenario is, so let me write it again. P Q before 10 minutes, last 10 minutes. So first scenario is Q scoring 3 goals in the last scenario before 10 minutes, and P would be scoring 3 minus 3, 0 scores. I'm combining both the statements. And then Mr. P in the last 10 minutes just went and scored 4 goals, and Q should get in total 4 goals, right? So 1 goal should come from here. Only then 3 plus 1 will become 4. So if this is the case, if you look at the total tally, P would have scored 0 plus 4, 4 goals. Q would have scored 3 plus 1, that is again 4. They are equal. So that is a draw. So that is the scenario when we are saying Q scored 3 goals before. Now let's consider this case. That means when Q is scoring 4 goals before and P scoring 1 goal. If that is the scenario, we will get, so again P, Q before 10 minutes, last 10 minutes, total. If this is a scenario, Q scored 4 goals in the first, before 10 minutes. P only scored 1 goals. And in the last 10 minutes, P scored another 4 goals. And Q will only score 0 because total should be 4 according to statement number 2. If you look at P would score 1 plus 4, that is 5 goals. In this case, P won. In the first case, we have a draw. So even by combining both the statements, we are coming at two scenarios. One where P is winning, and the second where they are having a draw. So if the question was asking us, does P win the match? We actually don't know. Even by combining both the statement, we are still in an impasse. We are confused either it is a draw or a win for P. So we cannot answer the problem. So the question cannot be answered even by using both the statements. Question cannot be answered. Answer option will become D. So that's it, guys.